Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black and Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with my co-host Micah
Hey,
and Terrence.
what's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is a preview episode for episode 243. Cotton Comes to Harlem. Tiara is out this week, and she likely will not be on the next episode. But the log line for this film from 1970 is, quote, two Harlem cops investigate a robbery believing that a reverend has staged it in order to steal the money he collected from a local fundraiser. Yeah, spoiler alert. I've never seen this movie. He stole it. Just a guess. But you can check out Cotton Comes to Harlem, classic blaxploitation film. It's on YouTube. Just search for that name. You'll find it. Super easy. It's about an hour and a half, I think. But check that out. We will dig into that. We haven't done a blaxploitation movie in a while, but we will dig into that next week.
I was watching a little documentary on YouTube about blaxploitation. You know who created that phrase for blaxploitation movies?
No, I don't.
Like the NAACP did, because they didn't like them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like they were like, we don't like these movies because they're like putting Negroes in a bad light, and they created a whole thing against them. Meanwhile, the people that were making the movies were like, nah, these are just movies, bro. This is fucked up. Stop calling it that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that really kind of backfired. That didn't work out well for you. And now
it's a whole ass genre.
Yeah, they destroyed the whole genre because they didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
fucked up.
I mean, the NAACP has done a lot of great things. They also have done.
Yeah, they wanted to bury the word nigga or some shit like that.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. They literally buried the word. They were like, end of this. Well, nigga is back. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
right. Nigga came back faster than Jesus came back. That's how powerful that word is.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, Cotton Comes to Harlem. We'll go into that again. You can watch it on YouTube, or you can rent it on I'm sure Amazon or something like that. Or if you own it, check it out. We will talk about it in depth. The random topic this week is about Jamie Foxx, which we got a bit of a scare this week with reports that he was kind of on death's door and his loved ones were preparing for the worst. According to outlets like RapTV. Then his daughter, who would definitely know better than them, came out, Corinne Foxx, and was like, no, that's not true at all. Quote, my dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support. Look, I'm glad Jamie Foxx is doing well. Whatever happened, I don't know. Nobody really knows. There's talk about him having a stroke, but none of that has been verified.
Right.
He's 51 years old. Excuse me, 55. Right?
Yeah, he's 55.
55. And like, I don't know, man, like from a celebrity standpoint, and I try not to, put people in boxes like that when they pass, because they are people. They're more than just their job. But like, he means a lot to our generation, at least. Like, music wise, acting wise, from the Jamie Foxx show, even before that in Living Color, and then watching his sort of meteoric rise and all this other stuff over the years. Like, he means a lot. And I just cannot imagine waking up one day that Jamie Foxx is dead at like 55 years old. Like, that's crazy. Right. So this was a little terrifying, honestly.
Yeah, we did an episode kind of like this a while back where we wanted to make sure that we appreciate our Black entertainers and give them their flowers, before they're dead. And this health scare really put that in perspective, especially with Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx is one of the few people in entertainment that is a jack of all trades. Mm-hmm. This guy can do anything, and he's very, very good at everything that he does when it comes to entertainment. He can sing. He can act. Can he dance? I don't know if I've ever seen him dance. He's
sure he probably could.
He probably could if he put his mind to it. Like that's how
he's
good
like
Jamie
Batman,
Foxx is.
right? You give him enough prep time, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Now I kind of want to see Jamie Foxx as Batman.
That's fine.
Yeah, man. He's gonna be Spawn. Like his old ass is gonna be Spawn.
Okay, maybe he can't do everything.
No offense to no offense to Michael Jai White, but if I'm gonna have an actor play Spawn, he's already done a better performance as Spawn than Michael Jai White, and because he's that good of an actor.
Yeah. He
look, he
cut up some slack.
I love Michael Jai White. I love that guy. He's great. He's gonna be in a movie that I can't wait to see. Look, he disappeared into the role of Ray Charles.
He really did.
And that is unfathomable, given that Jamie Foxx is a big star, also playing a gigantic figure in music. Right. He's run the gamut of movie roles. Shall we say? He was in stuff like Django Unchained and Jarhead, but he's also in like Booty Call and Annie. But he was also in like Soul.
I did not care for that movie.
What, Annie?
Yeah, I saw a bit of that. I was like,
I'm done. It wasn't great. He was in Soul, that Pixar movie,
I like that
which was really good. I really like that movie. And who could forget?
Yo, shut up.
Bait.
And who could forget his role as Motherfucker Jones in Horrible Bosses? So it's just the best name ever.
Stealth.
He earned 2 number 1 singles.
Yo, why are you naming all the movies? Stealth is a terrible.
We're trying to give him flowers, not dandelions. Yo.
White House Down. God damn. He's been in a lot of terrible fucking movies, but like, yeah, this is giving him instrumentals. But like, you got to be in some shit, like, to also be
but he's also in amazing films, right?
He was in Ali. He played what's his name? Bundini is Cut Man or something like that. Sleepless was alright.
Yeah, man. So look, they don't. What I'm saying is they don't make entertainers like this anymore. Usually somebody is. We can barely get good enough actors to do what they do best. Let alone
actor, comedian. He's got a funny fucking stand up. I might need security. Is hilarious.
Yeah,
like he's genuinely funny, right? Like he's not like funny for an actor, right? Or funny for a comedian. Nah, this dude is a comedian, and which is it's one of the reasons why he's a good actor is because he was a comedian first. Like you have to be a good comedian. You have to be able to tap into some real, like, dark shit. You know what I mean? Yep. And that transitions into acting well. Whereas most actors, they aren't necessarily funny.
I think he's
man.
Pianist also.
Yep.
Dude is he's literally a fucking jack of all trades.
Renaissance man.
It's really impressive, and he's been in the spotlight for 30 plus years. All right, so when did On Living Color come out? Like 1991. He wasn't in the first season, I don't think.
No, he wasn't.
I think he came in like the second or third season, but like that was like 92, 93. That was 2023. That was 30 years of Jamie Foxx. Of just being just entered and he's been consistent.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, he's got some. He's had some lulls, but like he's been consistent, very entertaining, great actor, great comedian, great musician. Yeah, if I'd have woke up one day and it had said Jamie Foxx passed away, I'd have been fucking mad. I'd have been sad, but like, come on, man.
Yeah, I'd have been hurt, man. I'd have been hurt. Which is why these people, which is why these white-owned blogs that disguise, that Trojan horse themselves as black-owned media, they're fucked up, man.
Yep.
And I get the business is all about like getting clicks and shit, but like I miss like actual journalism and I mean it's still there, but like
you gotta look for
the waters are very muddy, man. Like and shit like this with this Trojan horse media doesn't help matters. Like these people should be fucking ashamed. Apparently TMZ is the only one to get it right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like TMZ is the source for like actual news nowadays. For like entertainment news, besides like E.
Yeah, if you want to find out that somebody really died or they're about to die, if it's on TMZ, that shit is accurate. Like you can almost guarantee it. Look, I mean, yeah. Look, I think it's a good time to pivot to that whole point, right? Like, look, shout out to Kev on stage who kind of was one of the people who kind of spearheaded like putting this out there, which is like the people who are behind RapTV, and it's a completely white staff, right? And you're right, like this is one of many blogs that like No Jumper and stuff like that are almost completely fronted by white people, right? And it's the problem here is I don't have a problem with like I don't care about white people speaking on rap culture or whatever. Like not like we created it. Like obviously I have a problem with that, but like reporting on it, like whatever. It's entertainment news. I don't care. Like Kurt Loder had been doing it for 45 years on MTV, right? So
Kurt Loder was 80 years old.
They just shut down MTV News, which is just wild.
Yeah. Good Lord.
But like so I don't have a problem with that fundamentally, but there is something to be said about digging into or reporting on something that is very much black culture and not giving a shit if you get it right. Right? Like you're putting this shit out there. You're not doing your due diligence about this story, about a person people truly care about and like want to, see do well and stuff like that. This guy is, I wouldn't say like, and there's nothing against him. I wouldn't call him like quote unquote a pillar in our community type of thing, but he is a big fucking person in our community, right? Like people love Jamie Foxx and for good reason. Like he seems like a totally solid, nice guy, right? And very accomplished. And for you to use what is happening to him as just a story for clicks, like Michael was saying, and not give a fuck about the man, that's the problem. It's not that you're reporting on it. Like you're allowed to report on it because I think that's sort of getting lost in the conversation. People are like, what? Only black people can report it? No, that's not what we're saying. But when you're going to do this, when you're going to step into that culture that you actually do not belong to, get it right. You should really make sure to get it right. And look, everybody should, but you especially should. Because especially when you have, one, you're an outsider. Two, you have a massive following. And three, nobody knew all you motherfuckers were white. And I think you know that because you can't easily find that shit unless people are searching for RapTV on LinkedIn, which never happens, I assure you. So,
right.
No, you have an obligation if you're going to stand outside of the culture and report on it, you need to get it correct. Like it's fucked up that you're just using this guy's potential misery or his family's misery for clicks. It's not cool.
Yeah, and the thing that for me, it was the fact that I know it's technically none of our business, right? Like it's personal shit, but like there were no updates. There were like no updates at all from the family. Right. He went to the hospital on April 12th or some shit like that, and I'm like, is he good? Like what the fuck is going on? Like nothing for a whole month, and I'm like, I hope he's. If we don't get any updates, and again, it's not necessarily any of our business, but like we grew up with your father. Like I understand it's your dad. Like your dad has been in the industry longer than you've been alive, right? As far as like Corinne goes, as far as his daughter goes. So it's kind of like we've seen this nigga since he was like 30. Or like in his late 20s. Yeah, in his late 20s. And so I'm like, yo, I want to know if he's all right.
Right.
But they weren't giving any information. And so people kind of ran with it like, well, they're not giving us any information. We got sources close to the family just made shit up. Because they were basically going by like what his friends were saying. They were like, he's healing up, or like we're praying. Everybody's like, oh, we're praying for him, but they weren't giving any like details as to what's happening. Like all those famous friends are like, oh, we're praying for him, which makes it sound really bad.
Yeah, it does.
And again, they just made some shit up, but that's fucked up. But like, we weren't getting anything from anywhere else, and it seemed like it was fucking bad because we weren't getting anything. But yeah, white people are the devil is what I'm saying. That made no sense. like I don't like that shit it's very irritating because they get to do that shit, and the people don't actually do their own research. Like they just. Like every time I see a headline, whether it be on Twitter or on Facebook, I go to Google and I search it for like 5 minutes to make sure that this is actually true, because I don't believe anything on the internet anymore. Like until I see it from like multiple fucking sources, I'm like, this is bullshit. Like these nigga blogs, even black folks on these blogs do the same shit. Like I feel like a lot of them are like white people. But some of the ones that are run by black folks, they do the same thing. And I'm like, come on, man.
Well, and it's just for fast clicks, right?
Right. Stop fucking monetizing our pain and shit.
Yes. I mean, that's arguably what it is.
That's exactly what it is, man.
Yeah. And, they'll be the first ones to get out there if like a rapper is shot or stuff like that. And it's, look, you gotta report on it. I don't have a problem with that. But this type of thing where you're not accurate, and you're not really trying to be accurate either, if we're being honest.
Right.
Like that's the problem. Right? Like I'm not mad.
You don't really care.
At you. Yeah. Like you're right. You don't really give a fuck. So like if your entire money marketing mechanism is dealing in rap news or, that sort of thing, I don't know, man, actually give a fuck about the culture a little bit. Like, you could say, hey, man, we don't know what's going on with Jamie Foxx. Like, run a story about, like, what you like about the guy. Or, like, your top 5 favorite Jamie Foxx things. Like, something that shows that you actually give a shit about this person and not just, he gonna die, end of tweet. Like, that's, what the fuck, man? Come on, man. You can do something a little bit better than that. So, look, I don't follow RapTV. I literally never will. I didn't even know it existed. But stop following this shit, man. Like for real, stop following this shit. You find out all of these so-called, black blogs are all run by white people. Understand that those are people using our culture for cash. Stop following it. You want to do damage to it? Let all the white suburban kids follow that shit. You leave it the fuck alone.
That shit's on my Twitter feed. I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta just block all that shit on Twitter.
Yeah, go to bottom.
Look, I'm very annoyed. I'm very annoyed by it. Like, I understand, like you said, you can report on it, right? You can report on it. But like, I'm very annoyed by it because I feel like, and this might be a bit extreme. I feel like it's digital blackface, yo.
It 100% is.
Like, it's not, it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me.
It's blackfishing.
Yeah, it's blackfishing. Just have a picture of yourself, right? Like, aren't you proud of what you built? Right? Like, just throw a picture of your white ass up there and just like, hey, this is RapTV. I'm Mr. RapTV.
I love that we're doing like comic view versions of white people.
Right.
White people talk like this. White people, I gotta do my taxes. What is that?
Like, what's his name? Fucking Vlad TV. Like, people get on his ass.
Why?
Like, he don't put himself. He don't like. Well, I mean, he's kind of like unfortunately, the people jump on his fucking platform. So, like, he calls people up and they go and they do a show. What is he gonna do? He gets money from it, right? But like, niggas be snitching on his show. That's not his fault. Stop being snitches, you dumb motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
they like
I don't
just telling
like
their
I
own
don't
crimes.
I don't necessarily like him all that much, but I'm saying it's not his fault
Yeah,
that
y'all
these
keep
niggas are
talking.
coming on there. Right, yo, shut the fuck up. Stop telling your crimes. Stop it. Dumb. Anyway, but like these people that are like completely faceless, yeah, nah, man, get the fuck out of here.
No,
And again, there's a lot of them. Some of them are like Russian and shit like that. It's fucking nuts.
I remember a couple. It was maybe like a year or two ago. There's a bunch of like meme accounts, right? Like they tweet out a bunch of, very like new memes, and they're mostly like black memes or whatever. And they say nigga in them and all this other shit, right? But people thought they were run by black people. Nope. It came out that these were run by white people, and it's like that is blackfishing. Like I saw, what is it? What's the dude from? What's the tatted up dude? What's that band that sings Sunday Morning, Micah, that you like? What the fuck is the name of that group?
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, right? Isn't one of the guys?
I mean, I kind of like that song.
Yeah, we all like that song. I mean, I'm just giving Micah a hard time. But what is that? Is that what's the lead singer's name?
Adam Levine.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. It's not him. Actually, I'm sorry. It's Travis Barker, right? Like the dude from Blink 182, right? He's a drummer, right? He's got a daughter, I guess, and I guess she has a rap name is like Alabama. Or
I've seen his daughter. She looks like she looks like Hulk Hogan. She didn't look like Hulk Hogan, but like she's tan like that nigga. It's
right.
Weird. Not black.
Okay,
Stop it.
Right.
The fuck out of here.
She looks ridiculous, but she's talking. Okay, you saw a picture, right? So, but she's talking or rapping, which was funny because she was lip singing, which was obvious. But she's rapping and she's like doing this whole thing in the camera, and she's wearing this like ridiculous level of makeup, and like it was blackfishing. She was trying to make herself look like a black woman, like a light skinned black woman. I was like, is this person white or is this woman wearing a bunch of makeup? And somebody was like, that's Travis Barker's daughter. I was like, okay, so she's white then.
Right.
Like, but again, blackfishing is a real thing. Like you go on Instagram, you're like, because that was a big thing for a while. Like, what race are you exactly? Like, I'm not quite sure, but they know that if they have a certain body type and they present themselves as looking like maybe they're black or some sort of, ethnic minority, then they get more response, right? In the way that they want. And to me, these blogs are very similar to that. Like once the shit comes out that these people are not who we assume that they are, don't just be like, RapTV, that's crazy. They're run by white people. I'm going to still read it. Stop reading it. You want this shit to end? The best way to hurt a business is to cut it off by the fucking knees. Stop subscribing. Stop retweeting their shit. Move on to something else. Find black people who talk about this culture because they're a part of it. And they won't try to exploit it just for cash. And by the way, if you find a black blog that's doing the same thing RapTV is doing, don't follow that shit either. Like, be discerning in your media. Like, that's important. Be discerning in where you spend your money.
Oh, this is nuts. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of her from when
By the way,
was younger
she
to like
sucks.
now. Like, what the fuck is this, yo? This is offensive. I'm offended. Like, truly. Like, I saw this other video of this Asian chick on Twitter. Some dude drew a picture of her. She was on the subway, and then she opened her mouth, and she sounded like Scarlett. You know the chick, the Scarlett chick that got that song out? She got that new song out, Back the Fuck Up, Move the Fuck Back.
Oh, yeah.
Sound like
The woman that I was
incredibly
aroused by.
Relax.
Right. I'm like, okay, if you may have grown up in the Bronx, but like, come on, yo. Come on. Like,
looking at these young pictures of Alabama versus these.
Yo, it's offensive, yo. It's fucking offensive.
Yo, she went from like Heidi to like LaTanya, yo. Like, you gotta relax. Come on, yo. This is ridiculous.
But yeah, she starts talking, and she like it's just like a it's almost like a caricature of a New York accent that she was doing. Like, bitch this, bitch that, fuck you, you fucking crazy. I'm like, yo. And she looks like, it's almost like, you know how people had said Aquafina has a black scent?
Yeah.
It's like 1,000 times worse. It's like 1,000 times worse. I have to find the video. I'll send it to you guys, but it's insane. And I'm like, yo, okay, cool. You grew up in Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore. You grew up in New York around a bunch of black folks. I grew up in Baltimore around a bunch of Baltimore niggas. I don't talk like them. I can do it.
Your Baltimore accent is actually fucking solid as shit.
That impression is amazing. I can do it, but I don't. First of all, it's an insane accent. It's insanity. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Like, fuck it is, dummy. Like, fuck it is.
Fuck you then, bitch.
Fuck you then, bitch. Fuck you talking about? Like, all right, okay, you know what? Cool. I understand it, but like that would be like me talking like that. And it's just weird. Like they really love our culture. They really love it, and like you can turn it off.
Nigga, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
Fucking
Paul Mooney was 100% correct.
Just be yourself, yo. Like that clip you sent us the other day of that Indian comic, and he was talking about Iggy Azalea, right? Like,
yeah,
it's like, this is an Australian woman, right? Like, good
like
eye,
you're
right?
Australian. Be Australian.
Stripping a Bobby, right? Like, and he's like, yo, she's doing like black voice or some shit. And he was like, yo, what? Can you imagine if you went to an Indian restaurant and a white person came up to you and was like, would you like a bubba duck?
That shit was hilarious.
Yo,
I'm just doing it for my job. Yo. Like, that's not acceptable, yo.
That's fucking nuts, man.
Yo. That's not an excuse.
People
like, just be yourself.
And we give them and the other thing is like I feel like we're way too fucking. We give people.
We're way too nice, yo. We're way too nice.
We give them too many passes. Like, their culture's like, you don't have to talk like that, Iggy. You were born in like fucking Brisbane or wherever the fuck wherever the hell you were born. Like, you don't talk like that.
Hey,
you literally don't talk like that because when you're in a fucking interview, you sound like fucking Crocodile Dundee. What the fuck?
I mean, and the funny thing is, what she misses and what other, like, let's say, like, foreign folks miss, like, okay, you're a rapper and you have a particular accent. That's fine. That actually makes it kind of interesting and makes you unique to hear a rap artist who has an Australian accent. Okay, you have an Australian accent. Look, there's niggas from all different dialects and regions inside the US. They sound different. Dudes from New Orleans who rap sound different than niggas in New York. Sound different than niggas in LA. That's fine. They don't have to put on a fake like accent from a different area. That's just what they sound like. That's I hate to say this because it sounds so fucking lame, but it's true. That's the beautiful tapestry that is rap music, is that you get to sound like how you sound, right? You don't have to sound, everybody doesn't have to sound like Jay-Z. Everybody doesn't have to sound like Big Crit. Everybody doesn't have to sound like fucking, Dr. Dre or whatever. Like, you can sound different. That's okay. But that's what makes the music different. Niggas rapping in Japanese, people rapping in other languages. They do. It's fine. You're allowed to do that. But stop blackfishing. Stop pretending to sound like us. It's annoying. I'm never going to take Iggy Azalea seriously. One, she fucking sucks anyway. But I'm never going to take you seriously because that's a fake ass accent. And the fact that, like you said, you do one accent when you're doing the music and a completely different accent when you're being interviewed is fucking silly to me. And black people absolutely need to stop giving this shit a pass. Fuck that. Oh, Travis Barker's daughter. Oh, I saw this black woman was like, oh, she like this was so good or whatever, like whatever shit freestyle or whatever she was doing. No, fuck that. I'd be like, man, get this bullshit out of my face. Talk like you normally talk. Because if you were meeting with a bunch of your rich daddy's friends, I guarantee you don't fucking talk like that. I guarantee you don't. The fuck out of here.
Shit they might all talk like that.
Well, then I'm doubly offended. I'm more offended than you were a minute ago. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, this is fucking disgusting, yeah.
I
Like
don't
I'm looking
like
at
that
these
shit.
pictures. Like this is fucked up. Yeah, I don't like none of this.
Yo, she literally looked like fucking Heidi from like The Sound of Music when she was a little kid. Yo, stop it. This is ridiculous. But now she want to be a nigga. Yo, knock it off. Again, you can rap. You can even have all the aesthetic minus darkening your skin. It's annoying. Stop doing that because this is just light blackface. You just sprinkling the shit on instead of just putting it on full board.
You putting blackface foundation on. Like you can't.
That's
You can't.
literally what it is. Bro. It's literally what it is. Pancake makeup to make yourself look darker, and we don't act like we don't notice you, Ariana Grande. Come on, knock it off. You white as fuck, yo.
Yeah, she's like super white.
She was like, I gotta get out there. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's just so odd. I know we're dope. We're amazing people, right? Like, but like,
it's true.
You don't fuck off. You don't get to you don't get to be us just because. But that's how
you're not Blade. You're not Blade. You don't get all our strength.
You're
gonna be if you want to be us, then you gotta be us. You gotta if you wanna to be incredible entertainers, you gotta take the racism that comes with it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yep. Look,
as much as I don't like this guy, as much as this guy gets on my nerves. Michael Rapaport is Michael Rapaport.
He is
that dude.
Yeah,
he loves rap. He loves that shit, man. He is himself. That is him. He ain't putting on airs for nobody, right? And that is the one thing I respect about him is that I got a couple of nigga kids. I mean, like that's he probably ad-libbed that shit. He ain't trying to be fake, yo. He's not trying to be fake. Don't be fake. That's it. Just don't be fake. You can love the stuff that we love. Don't be fake. Guess what? I love Seinfeld. I love it. You do not see me walking around with a fucking yarmulke on my head. Like, get out of here, man. Like, it's fine to like shit. Just don't be fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, in fairness, the governor of Florida sounds just like the rabbi from Seinfeld. Well, Elaine, there are many questions.
He's a corny ass nigga, yo. This rap said mad corny.
Yeah, I have to send you something that Andy made. That's but look, I mean, yeah, to your point, like, stop pretending. Just be yourself. Like, the thing is, you get to benefit from the work that we have done as a culture that is finally being accepted, right, as mainstream culture in America. But you don't have any of the pain that comes behind that. Like, what you're seeing is like, oh, the cool clothes or the rap lyrics and everything else. But like, where does that shit come from? Like, do you ask yourself that? Look, you say all the shit you want. Eminem doesn't. That nigga's a part of the culture, but he doesn't try to pretend to be something he's not. He doesn't. Right? There are white rap artists who are themselves. You don't have to do this fake bullshit. You don't. People will take you seriously if Macklemore, right? Macklemore.
Yeah, he did a recent interview. The dude asked him. He was like, "Do you think you're a culture vulture?" He's like, "I mean, I'm a guest. I don't think I'm a culture vulture. Like, I'm a guest of the culture. I don't claim it as my own, but like, I deserve to be here because I'm all right as an MC." You know, debatable, but like he's not like trying to be a nigga. Like, he's just like, I like hip hop. I grew up listening to hip hop. I'm not putting on a weird accent, and that's what I hate.
Little Dicky is another one. Little Dicky doesn't pretend to be black. He doesn't.
No.
So it's like I can respect those guys who do that and who are themselves. I do not respect anybody who's going to put on a fucking fake accent. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It drives me crazy, and I honestly think the people that just let it rock make me angrier than the people that actually do it.
Yeah,
because I'm like, she don't fucking sound like that, but y'all just is like, oh, I like her music. It's like, well, first of all, it's not very good. And second of all, y'all just letting these people just. Like, oh, it shouldn't be about race. It's like, but like it kind of is, yeah. because they're like making like I'm not going to say they're making fun of it, but it almost seems like that's what it is.
It's exploitive.
It's like I'm gonna put this voice on, and I'm gonna sound like a black person because that's what they want to hear. You know, sound like comedy, like the white people on Comic View. Like, what's his name? I'm not a big fan of his, but also what's that white comedian? He was married to a black
Gary Owens.
Gary Owens.
Yeah, he's the one crossover white comic from Comic View.
Right, like he was in all the black shit for one part, but he didn't pretend to be black. He just likes black culture, apparently.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know. Like that new kid, Matt Rife, the one that Tiara likes because he works out, apparently. That white boy comedian. He's actually kind of funny. I mean, he is actually kind of funny. Like, I was surprised. I watched a couple of his clips. I'm like, he's legit funny. Like he says he hangs around black folks.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of an accent, but I'm like,
yeah, slow it down.
Relax. But you can tell, like he hangs around niggas, and he just happens to be funny. So
yeah, but just be yourself.
Extra shit is just gross to me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I don't give a fuck if it's Travis Barker. I don't give a fuck if it's Alabama Barker. That's a terrible name.
Was that her name or was that her stage name?
That's her name. It's Alabama Barker. That's what he named his child.
I mean, look. Apparently, we name our children Demetrius with a T. So I guess I can't talk. But
well, there you go. But I don't care who you are. Stop pretending to be us. It's annoying. Like just stop. You can look. Travis Barker has all the fucking tattoos anybody could ever want. And he's a very rich and I'm sure he's a very nice guy. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. How about teaching your daughter how not to be a fucking culture vulture? Because this is a culture vulture. That's what it is. Because you are literally pretending to be a part of this culture that you are not a part of. You are not. You're literally using your dad's money and clout to buy your way in. What a incredibly lame white girl thing to do. And I don't care that you're 17. Don't bring me she's just a kid. Yeah, well, her parents should have fucking taught her better. Maybe instead of getting the 19th tattoo, you could have taught your daughter about how not to appropriate a culture like some kind of fucking idiot.
I agree.
And I always hated Blink-182. I think their music fucking stinks. That's just a personal aside for me. Not a fan. But you don't see like black artists who do rock music. You don't see them putting on a fake fucking accent. They don't. Just play your music, yo. Just play your music. Like the shit is annoying. Like Zach De La Rocha, not a white guy. He doesn't be like, hey, how can I sound like a white guy to break into this whole rock and roll thing? Like he doesn't. He's just some fucking stuff. Just play your music. If you're good, you'll get pulled into the culture because of your quality of your work. Whatever you think of Eminem now, he was respected. At least, apparently there's like a big backlash about him now. I don't know or give a fuck. But for a long time, when he first came out, he was respected because he was just a good artist. That was it. Like he overcame just being a white dude because he was a good artist. Like people were like, all right, whatever you think, the dude can rap. Like he didn't have to put on a fake accent.
I remember when I first heard that motherfucker. It was like 1996 and 97. I didn't even know what his name was. I heard him on the radio. I'm like, I thought he was black. He had a weird delivery. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is really odd. It was him and Royce the 5'9". Also, it was on a song together. And I'm like, I don't know either one of these niggas, but they're dope. And then I saw him. Like a couple years later, I'm like, oh, that's that dude I heard on the radio like 3 years ago. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Okay.
Peasy. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Eminem? What's happening? Marshall Mathers? Yeah, that's the whitest name you can possibly have.
Well, Rob Van Winkle's pretty bad.
Fucking Vanilla Ice.
Oh, goddamn.
See? Yo,
Stop fucking trying to be us.
It's annoying.
It's like you don't get pulled over by the cops. Like
Yeah, I don't think old Alabama's going to have to deal with what it's like to be a nigga in America. Like, knock it off.
I gotta find that video of that Asian chick. It's fucking just, yeah.
Okay. All right. That is it for us. We will be back next week to talk about Cotton Comes to Harlem, episode 243. So, later, guys.
See ya.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.